Hello everyone and welcome to Driven Mad.
Now you'll see behind us our lovely Mini electric. So what came with our Mini? So I haven't got a wall charger and I don't do many miles, he says, although I've done a fair few.
Yeah, it's been getting its use.
So this thing came with the Mini. So this is a Mini supplied charging cable, so it just plugs in. We're in Portugal, so we've got a 2-pin plug, but if you're in the UK you'll have a 3-pin plug, and this charges, I just plug it in overnight. And to be fair, the Mini, although it's got a small battery, is going a lot further than we expected.
It's doing very well.
Yeah, so we're getting 200
kilometres ish.
About 200 kilometres, and on a long day we might do 100.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, we hardly use it. It's perfect for us, isn't it?
Yeah, so we don't come far. So we're running around in this most of the time, and we go home, I plug this into the wall socket outside, plug it into the car, and in the morning it's full. Don't have to go to the petrol station. Happy days.
Right.
I hate going to the petrol stations. This is suiting me down the ground. But I was looking at a wall box charger, and because we come here for probably best part of 4 or 5 hours a day, give or take. So it'd be nice to be able to charge it in 4 or 5 hours, but a wall box just seems a little bit unnecessary to me. Never say never, might get one. But I found this little beast, which, for all intents and purposes...
Should we put that back in the bag?
Should we put this back in the bag? No, we won't. We're going to charge the car with it in a minute.
All right.
So we'll put that down here.
Okay. There we are. Nice little carry bag this has got.
This is a better bag.
Yeah. I'm going to show this bag because I don't like it. Look, this bag here, it's just an open bag, and for some reason you just clamp it shut, but it never shuts.
But then
it doesn't.
The other way.
Don't really get it,
yeah,
but anyway.
It's the Mini.
Yeah.
So this thing came. Now we'll pop some details up on the screen in a second. So I saw this, and it's basically the same thing, but this bit, which has now been
somewhere on the screen,
caught my eye. That they say, considering this thing is exactly the same, 2-pin plug, not a sophisticated thing at all, but it would appear that the one that I get with mine is 8 amps, this is 16 amps. That means not a lot to me, but I can still just plug it into my house. But it seems that it will charge a good 50% quicker. Yeah. So
I really can't see how it does that.
We can't see how it does. Is it worth buying when, to me, it looks identical to, this is what it is. It's for all intents and purposes, it's identical. So what we thought we would do is we would charge the car 10% on what came with the car.
Yes.
And 10%
with that.
And that'll give us the mathematics
of how quick it is.
So stay with us, we'll charge the car, we'll drink coffee. For you it's going to be a matter of seconds, for us it's going to be a few hours, but leave us with it. Complicated, isn't it?
Whilst the Mini's charging, I'll just show you what came with it. It wasn't masses, but we've got this little holder, which you can see there, it will slot into, like that.
Dragging it down the floor like I already have.
It's gone down the floor a few times, the original one we've got, but this one gets held on the wall. Comes with the supplied screws and things, and it also comes with this bracket which you can hang and then wrap your cable around and pop it on the wall. So nice little bits like that. If you're permanently setting it up, it's great.
Yeah. And the other thing which I won't use, because the Mini's got an app, so if I want to deal with the charging I can do it on an app, but as far as I'm concerned I plug it in, let it just charge, because I'm not that clever. But I can schedule it. If you've got a different tariff, you can plug it in and then say don't stop charging for a couple of hours. But if you haven't got an app that comes with your car, allegedly, I haven't tested it and I'm probably not going to, this one says it's also got a wireless connection to it, which obviously the Mini one hasn't, doesn't need it because the car's got it. So we're going to drink a cup of coffee while the Mini one charges 10% of the battery. We'll then swap it over and charge another 10% with this one, and we'll come back with the times.
We will.
Well, you'll probably see me plugging it in because, who doesn't want to watch me in action? The other thing is you get a heck of a lot more cable. So from the perspective of leaving this at home in your garage or something like that, you have got a lot more space and a cover on the end to protect those, which I think is very useful because you don't want to dirty your car. Same principle, let's just plug it in. Instantly charging. Not much to say, it's all happening. So we'll give that another however long it takes, and then we'll give you the results. We're done. In fact, we've had a fair while, haven't we?
We have, yeah, it's been a while.
We even read the manual, and so it comes with a manual, and the A and R button on the top, you press them and you do connect the Wi-Fi, so I'm 100% sure that this thing does come with Wi-Fi. Yes. But the interesting thing is speed, and that's what it was all about for us, because it was a risk in my opinion, because it was 130 euros.
Yeah, not peanuts, but not too bad.
But the times, right, the mini charger,
mini chargers on the floor.
The mini charger took 86 minutes to take this up, the battery
10%.
up 10%. Now, this has got a 33.
33, yeah. Don't hold us to that.
Don't hold us to that. But anyway, it took 10%. It took 86 minutes to charge this car up 10%.
Yes.
We then took it out and we used the vevor bit of kit, and to our surprise, because we weren't expecting it, took 40 minutes. So
that's a massive difference.
So it's a massive difference.
Over double
it's
as
not
fast.
A small difference, it's a massive difference. Taking into account the Wi-Fi. So I don't need my lifestyle. I'm doing, if we come here and back during the day, we might do 2 kilometres.
Yeah.
Some people say we should walk, but
that's true.
I'm generally, if we go from where we live to the coast, it's probably 35 kilometres. I've got 200, so I'm charging this every 3 or 4 days. But it makes a difference that I can now charge it here, and the time we are here, I can charge that from virtually empty to full. My Mini, it doesn't. If you've got a great big Tesla, it's going to take longer. But I think that's a brilliant. And if you've got a Tesla, I think having something at that speed, just having that in the back of the boot is a good idea.
It's great. No, really, really good.
So we're very impressed. And so we're going to leave in fact we like it so much, we're going to leave a link at the bottom, and if you want to get one, please use the link because it'll help our channel, and we need all the help we can get.
We do.
So but I wouldn't recommend something not to buy it, but I'm chuffed because we bought it, and it's just great.
Yeah, I mean, for 2 dummies like us, we don't really know how it makes such a difference, but being double as quick, you can't really argue with that.
No, I mean, the only thing that it tries to explain there is something to do with amperage, but because we're not having to use 3-phase, I can understand if you're using 3-phase power and you're
whizzing loads in,
but this is just the same household plug, so I think it's a great investment.
Yeah,
and,
nice and simple.
For me, it's all I need.
Exactly.
I'll be able to charge here rather than having to charge at home, which again isn't a faff because I'm lucky enough that we've got a drive.
Yeah, that's very true.
So we haven't got an outside socket. That's the faff of why I bought this.
Because it is easier to charge it here for us, isn't it?
Much better for me to charge here. So that is it. So hopefully, I think it's of interest. I'd like to have watched this, and it would have made me go and buy it. I've bought it anyway as a risk. I didn't think it would be that much quicker.
No, me neither. I thought it might be a bit, but that is a massive difference.
It has been dropped down the metal stairs. It's not the first thing you've dropped down the metal stairs. No. It's been dropped down the metal stairs, so it's a very robust bit of kit. I'm leaving it on now to fully charge the car, which will be done in about an hour now. So happy days. We'll leave you at that.
Yes.
Don't forget, links there. Like and subscribe. Much appreciated.
Thank you.